I would like to share with you a trade I'm currently in right now. I took, I believe it was yesterday before the market closed, Friday the 26th. All right, I took an Iron Condor on AMD. Okay, so basically I went in and I sold the $80 call on AMD, and I bought the $82 call on AMD, and I sold the $75 put on AMD, and I bought the $73 put on AMD. Now let me explain what this does. All this really does is you make money when AMD trades in the range of 75 to 80 at expiration. That's kind of how covered calls work. It's a bear call credit spread with a bull put credit spread, and they hold your collateral. So they would hold for this, the difference in the strike prices on the puts is $2, and the difference on strike put on the call is $2. So they would hold $2 of collateral, and you would immediately get a credit of 61 cents. Now I did it for expiration date 4/1, and I did, I believe, 17 contracts. So they are holding. So I received a credit of 1,037. They are holding 17 times 2, like $3,400. So $3,400 held to make 1,037 in a week. Break evens would be 80, 61, and 74.39. And I'll pull up the chart and show you why I did this. And hopefully by the end of the week, AMD will be trading in those ranges. So AMD, like I showed you, had a low implied volatility, meaning it's not moving very much. So since this is only a week trade, I'll pull up the month chart. So as we can see, AMD has pretty good support over the last couple, starting from the 25th around 75. It really hasn't been able to push under 75. And if we look at 80, which is my cutoff, is up here, it has to increase in price above 80 for me to start losing money. So I believe that we've got enough of buyers at 75 to outweigh the sellers, and we have that support level over the next week. I mean, we could even look at a 5-day chart because it's only a week trade. I put these horizontal lines to kind of show what I expect AMD to trade over in the next week. You can see it's got a little bit of a bullish push from that low point at 75 up to 77, and it's got a lot of room to run up to about 80. So just look at the price action over the last half hours. There's not too much volume, so I believe this is a relatively safe trade, even though I picked such a narrow range for 5 days. AMD, I honestly believe with trading this, and it'll be an easy $1,000 so I could build my account back up. It's relatively risky trade, but like I said, looking at the price action, and like I said, looking at the implied volatility, meaning how much it's been moving over the course of the months, or if it's been losing value, of course, the IV will also go down. But the implied volatility for AMD right now is 0, and the IV rank is 0.33. I mean, the implied volatility is 37.87 versus the 1-year low of 37.73. So that's kind of why I put this Iron Condor on. I plan to do one of these a month probably, and keep track. So hopefully after this one, I'll be 1-0 and in the red, in the green for the covered for the Iron Condor. So let me just explain it one more time. Pull up the riffraff for an Iron Condor, and so I'll pull up this risk graph that shows you basically how an Iron Condor works. Okay, let's see if we get. Okay, so my strikes are from 75 to 80. Okay, so you get the max profit when it's between 80 over here and 75, and you slowly lose until you're down to 73, and then you lose your complete amount under 73, and you lose your complete amount on the other side over 82. So you really want it between these two strike prices right here. This is kind of, might be better to see, but same thing. I mean, I know this is kind of fuzzy, it's hard to see. I should probably try to pull up another picture somewhere else, but yeah, you can see here, you can see that better here. Okay, your break even point, like I was saying over there, was that 74.39 and 80.61. So as long as it's between those ranges, I won't lose money. If it goes under the ranges, you begin to take substantial losses. Let me pull that picture back up. But yeah, 80 over here, 75. It trades in this range, I win. That's basically what you need to know. It's a bull credit put spread and a bear call credit spread. So basically on the long side, you think it's going to be under, so that's the call side. On the short side, on the put side, you think it's going to be above. So you could do that without one or the other, and I'll probably do some examples of those too in the future. But yeah, this is my first live trade I'm taking right now, and so hopefully in the future, as I show that I could do more and more of these, I'll get some people to follow along and give their input as well. But AMD, Iron Condor between 75 and 80. We're looking for that time decay expiring 4/1. I've looked at some other ones in the future. Amazon was one I was looking at, and Disney as well, looking at the ranges and charts. But for today, that is it.